Okay, you're live.
All right. Assalamu alaikum. PopKeys coming at you again tonight. I'm looking at this picture they got on my thumbnail. No, that's AI. I look more real than that. But anyway, assalamu alaikum, black family. I pray all is well with you tonight. Let me get the cap going on. Represent that sun, moon, and stars. I'm going to set my prayer tonight to get things going. I ain't going to be long with you. In the most holy name of Almighty God, Allah, who came to us in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, the great Mahdi, who was to come and has come to restore we who were lost from our own kingdom of Islam and to destroy those who have destroyed us. Thou art our God, O Allah, we are thy people. Deliver us from our murders. We serve and obey thee all the days of our lives. And we teach our children to submit to thee, to thine equal love and merciful thou. And thanks to you, O Allah, for making manifest to us our enemy, the devil. Help us, O Allah, to live the life, die the death of a Muslim. I pray, Allah, you move the heart of the devil from thee, as well as the black nation. So that my life, my death, my prayer, my sacrifice are all for you, Allah. Thank you, Allah, for this day. Thank you for this gift of life. Thank you for raising our midst, divine leader, teaching, spiritual guide, and the person of the most honorable and humble Elijah Muhammad. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I pray, Allah, you give the strength, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to take over now. It's our time. I pray, Allah, you put the spirit of the warrior back into our youth, so we can rise from the bottom to the top. This is part of my subject tonight, the revolutionizing our youth to go for our freedom, justice, and equality. This is the time of the revolution of the evolution. Everybody, all the young people across the planet are staring now. What y'all call yourself Generation C. In Indonesia, in Burkina Faso, Mali, Madagascar, just overthrow their government. They're stirring up in Kenya. I remember back in the days where the spirit of the revolution was on the campuses in America. Remember Kent State when they sent the National Guard in and gunned down the students all over. Remember Angela Davis come out of Cal Berkeley. And she's an icon. Y'all need to honor that sister. Wait till she dies. So the spirit of the revolution should be amongst us, but they trying to kill it. So thank you, Allah, for this day and this gift of life. Allahu Akbar. You know, sometimes I don't even like coming on. Sometimes it seems like I might be wasting my time. I'm a soldier for Allah. And I want complete change. I'm not for just voting and begging the white man to do what we can do for ourselves to solve our problems. For him to give us a job, they playing us back and forth between these two political parties. They all want young people are being targeted now. Well, they sending in their people to send them to the black campuses, historical black colleges. But I say to myself, what they teaching y'all on these college campuses? Well, I can tell you, they teach you how to integrate and be a good worker and serve corporate America and our oppressors. We got so much going on in the state of Black America. We got all these murders jumping off. We got our young people, a lot of them out of pocket. A lot of them turned savages. I see mothers posting they crying because they got sons and daughters at home telling them what they ain't gonna do and what they should be doing. Sisters say, I'm just trying to make sure we got things to survive on, pay the bills. You got sons laying up telling their own mother, well, you should work harder, take on more work. She said they're nasty, they're disrespectful, they don't want to clean up, they don't want to do anything. But y'all on podcast crying, but this is what y'all could do. You wish you had a father, a man around to put this energy in check. I just seen where fathers are trying to check their own sons when they got a gun, when he had to snatch him a little bit. And the mother stepped to the father. He said, the hell with this. You gonna check the father in front of the son. This nigga carried a gun, 17 years old. This is what we producing in our community. On the college campuses, what are they striving for? Before I get to the camp, I talked to my niece live tonight, before I rushed over here. She's a sophomore in high school. I asked her about her grades. She said, well, she get a C plus in geometry. I said, I can understand that, but you got to at least bring it up to the B. She said, I had it brought up by the end of the quarter to the B. But she said, a lot of she don't understand. And they got a very young teacher, 23, allowing them to be young students in the college that they sent over to the high school to teach our students so they can get the credit for it. They give them a little paycheck. So you got to ask the question, though. I said, are they teaching coding? They're teaching AI in the school? She said, we ain't getting none of that. I said, well, you can go to another area code, though. That's what they teaching in the European high school. They're teaching them how to come out advanced, dumbing down our children. And we going for it. Brother I had on teaching on AI, producing his own chips and things of that nature. I need to go back and take a look at that. We need to elevate and start educating ourselves so we can teach our children in the proper way, or we're going to always continue to be behind the eight ball. And coming out of college and getting these old messed up degrees ain't worth a damn. We can't elevate. Like the brother was teaching, he said, well, AI is just like learning ABCs, but we should be learning how to repair AI, to the robotics, and all these type of things. We should be learning our trades. We should learn how to be critical thinkers. This is just in the so-called American school system. We didn't teach that in our school because we were independent. And the very first thing we taught was knowledge of self. We taught our children that they were gods in the house of the Most High God. And automatically set them on a different course in life. They know they had the power and the force within them. They know they had to walk through life, even if they didn't, with a certain perspective of morals, values, or principles that you had to reach back and help your own. They had a mindset of being militant. Can you fool a Muslim nowadays? Hell no. Not nowadays. I'm talking about it this evening. He was talking about that. He's talking about social media and the media and the AI content they put out, which a lot of it is just blatant lies. or you can see through the lies of the Caucasian. But we're at war. We in war, and our people don't seem to understand what time it is. This is crazy as hell. Sometimes I don't even have to talk to my son, 19 Keys. Sometimes he just be tuned in to one another. Same thing he think and I'm thinking, because we want. We in war. Cognitive warfare, spiritual warfare, economic warfare. You got to be militant. These people setting us up, and keep up with me, because our young people fell into the trap by the Democrats when they set up control of all these cities, major cities with black people, made sure the opportunity was limited. The DEA, Drug Enforcement Administration, run all the drugs on the planet. Talking about Venezuela. Venezuela, hell, y'all in charge of all the drugs. Oliver North proved that when they brought in the crack epidemics. They're sending all these drugs, the ATL. They're sending all these weaponry into our community. We're not militant enough to control the stores in our community. Let the Arabs come in and everybody else, the Indians, and Chinese, and you set up on the corner store, sell some drugs in front of CIA come in. And they took out Tookie Williams in LA and infiltrated, took out Jeff Ford and Larry Hoover and all the other generals that they had in Chicago, and set up street organizations, but not conducive to the needs of our people, and brought in the drugs, and the Negroes went savage. Now we've been played to where you young brothers have got to serve to where y'all president can bring in so-called National Guard and all the feds and all these type of things into our community as a pretense. They just getting practice right now. And you brother did make the right move to fall back, even though y'all proud. A lot of people in our community are agreeing with Trump for bringing in the military, because y'all are running havoc in our community, brothers and sisters. Shooting every night, straight bullets hitting children. Y'all doing drive-bys. Streets is nasty. Y'all shooting out the street lights, bullet holes every damn where. Y'all murdering, maiming one another, dropping bodies, throwing your guns away when the police run down. Old folks can't even sit on the porch no more. You're disrespecting them, calling them bitches and hoes, jumping on your elders, standing up there wearing your ski mask with your breath stinking. You understand? Look at what y'all call this is the effect. Played right into the trap. The minister been talking on this for years, but y'all ain't listening because you ain't get no understanding in the home at all. Some of y'all know your children out here wrong. Long they bringing in some dollar, that dope money. Now we want the dope out of our community. And once this is over with, once we get it aware, well, they eventually going to pull out eventually. But they trying to set up a scenario where they can come full force. And I know the CIA working on that scenario right now. And if you remember a couple of weeks ago when they had the Black Hawk helicopters jump down on apartment buildings in Chicago, they were just practicing. You understand? They're showing force on how they can come in and take over a whole apartment unit. Talking about taking Trinidad and Tobago, whatever they call it, so-called Venezuela group that come out of Venezuela, that's you Democratic politician and Larry Johnson, the mayor of Chicago, brought in wholesale, so-called sanctuary city. And remember, they gave them benefits that you all been crying for years. And they doubled the benefits, gave them houses, gave them an opportunity to buy houses. But remember, they didn't send none of this foolishness to the suburbs, to the white folks' neighborhood. They sent it into our community with already deprived. They taking over apartment buildings and parks and all this type of stuff. It's been set up. We've been totally set up to be destroyed, and we still around here tripping. We still looking for white folks to solve our own damn problem. When they killed George Floyd, y'all took to the streets. When they killed little Tommy across the street, didn't nobody step out. Y'all should have just flooded the damn block by the thousand, took the block over. You understand? But ain't no big outcry. I see some of you so-called OGs now talking about the young savages. That's what they are. You don't see them nowhere. Do you expect to see them out there now? You got the feds and all type of alphabet boys out there. They're going to automatically pull it back. But where was you at, brother? You scared to pull up to the service station your damn self. Just you had your strap on you. Look how we let our community deteriorate. Look at the school system they got our children in. Look at the home life our children coming up in. They don't have anything to gravitate toward at all. You understand? I seen the sister today out at the stoplight. But I thought the sister was dead because people told me the sister was dead, and I was glad to see the sister. You understand? Because they told me the sister was dead, man. And OD and all this type of stuff. I said, I'll pray to do to Allah. But we got to change our minds on the way we move, people. We got to have a revolution because these people have lost their mind. No, they ain't lost their mind. They just accepting what's in their nature. They saying what they want to us, when they want, where they want. They hanging our young brothers on college campuses and on these dusty roads when you're out here by yourself. We got so many women and young children that being disappeared every day. We got Hollywood putting out films to mess with your mind and make you think you ain't nothing. White man say you a nigga, you been rolling with that ever since. Youngins. No, you guys. Don't y'all want to be, I'd rather be a guy than a nigga any day. That's who you are in the house of the Most High God. Where the soldiers at? I see the unity movement is moving strong. They're just in New York. Brothers that haven't talked in a long time in different sections coming together. In Chicago and various other places now. They're dropping the beefs or trying to, but they're going to try to kick it back up. This is what our government do. Y'all government, I don't have a government. My government sits up under the flag of Star Crescent in the Nation of Islam, worldwide. We need a complete change, black people. It's PopKeys telling you like it is. I'm not afraid to speak the truth. There's nothing they can do to me unless it's the will of Allah. They have tried many times. Still here. Until it's a long time to take me out. You got ICE. They got $180 million budget. They're setting up centers across the country now to monitor all your Instagram, Facebook, and any other type of program you got now. They can sit back and watch that data. Know everybody you're in contact with, your families, whatever you posting, they can red flag it. If they want to, they come at you. We're in a direct police state. The economy is getting ready to fall. The Chinese is moving with the rare earth minerals. I say these things because I stay on top of stuff. If you don't understand that, look it up. They not only pull the rare minerals out the earth, but they manufacture them as well. And they just told America that they can't get no more. That's what make everything run. The magnets, the lithium, and all other type of names that they have. And your phones and all these type of things. The military hardware. And they just accept where they're going to work with the so-called Africans. But they told them now you got to get a permit. Because America don't produce these things, the manufacturers. None of these rare earth minerals. They had to go through the Chinese. Now they're trying to gear up. Going to take it 3 or 4 years. Even started to get geared up. But they say what the Chinese is doing now, where they can't get these rare earths, and you got to get a permit. But they don't want to be used for the military, to fight wars, to drop bombs, and AI, all this type of technology that they're using, precision guided missiles and all these type of things. So everybody making a move. Young people in various countries making a move. Even in the Himalayas, making a move. Except in America. They try to get the young brothers in the National Football League. A lot of them did wear the bracelet with the rainbow bracelets, represent the LGBTQ, whatever the hell that is. Some brothers didn't go for it. Well, look how they started pushing this agenda to feminize our young men. Look at the diets and the food that they pushing in our community. That's why these youngsters out there damn mad. They putting certain type of foods and putting type of chemicals in our food. Our children have lost their damn mind. You understand? That's why they out here tripping. Period. No guidance, running wild. We should be the most dangerous set of people in America. We always worried about what white folks doing. You need to flip the script. They need to become worried about us, brothers and sisters. And we ain't no damn fools. But we had to let it be known. We ain't taking it no more. It says, I heard the brother, the smart guy, he was in New York with the brilliance, saying that a lot of influencers are fearful. Well, I said there ain't no damn influencers there. For who? If y'all cowards, who the hell y'all supposed to be influenced? Another coward? Well, it says, courage is not the presence of fear. Let me read that back. Presence is not the absence of fear. Courage is not the absence of fear. You understand what I'm saying? I know y'all, a lot of y'all fearful. Losing your job, well, they taking them. Losing your careers, whatever that might be, your home, whatever. Yeah, you never end up paying for that anyway. You study, pay taxes on that. And pay 30 years, you still miss a tax payment. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the will to face it. We got to get enough courage to face our fear now, black people. We got to get in the mindset to take over. The whole world is moving that way, except for the black people in America. I seen the police jumped on a little sister just parked wrong in front of the school. One police. One police. You had all these black people standing around. And brother said just pulled the shirt up and shit, whooped the hell out of him. Went on about his business. You couldn't do that with us. You couldn't do that with us, man. We seen situations like that. Man, we would post up and surround the police, shit. They done got scared and stopped doing what they were trying to do. They went to watching us. Understand? We don't let you sit around and just beat up a sister. We grown ass men because you scared to go to jail. Then people have to be able to rally around your head, drop the bond money, and get on out to fight the case. We start moving a certain way. You can't kill Muslims like that either. Just tell it like it is. Somebody gonna drop in America, at least 10 of you. You need to be physically fit, highly disciplined, learn how to eat one meal a day, learn how to do hand-to-hand combat, learn 5 strikes. You ain't got time to do all that tussling. 5 moves, take your ass on out. For those that train in weaponry, know how to be tactical, strategic, know how to grow your own food, set up your own transportation system so we can move, grow our own food, move back and forth. Then we had them tippy-toe soldiers that we can call on in each state, set up various chapters. I ain't gonna go too deep. Understand? Don't take a lot. 4 men make an army, take a city of 10,000. We got to find a way to feed ourselves, clothe ourselves, protect ourselves. This is the move we on now. The political process done failed us. Everybody done failed us. White folks are tightening up the political process, the economic process. Talking about we lazy, hell, we should be lazy after 400 years of free labor. What the hell were y'all doing for 400 years? Sitting on the damn porch, working the hell out of us. You got the nerves. No, we ain't lazy. We hard working, hard jamming people. We just want our share now. And we ain't trying to go back to the damn fields. Y'all had some of my Latino brother, they were satisfied with that. So they send that money back to Mexico and South America. You understand? That money went a long way. They own land and house. But we want ownership. No, we want power. Black power. That's what we want now. You dig? You all got to learn how to help one another and reach back and pull one another up. Y'all got talent and don't even use it. Don't pull it with the right folks. They say they sending Charlie Kirk people them on the campuses, black campuses and that, to teach civics. They taught that to us in high school. You understand? And I heard 19 Key come back and said, well, there ain't nothing bad. He said, why don't y'all pull the resources and just send me to the campus? Let us teach them. Understand? Change the mindset. Ain't nobody gonna do it though. That's too much like right. Y'all help these house niggas all day long. Midterms coming up, they're gonna be out here in full force, telling y'all to go vote and gonna try to scare you with the boogeyman. Donald Trump, one of the most ignorant white people on the planet. You understand? We got to get away from sport and play if it ain't going to benefit us. We offering music, singing, and dancing. Young men, you don't know your purpose. Your purpose was come here to take over. But Allah brought you here through the womb of the woman to test your butt, to see if you fall victim to the beast. Will you take on his ways and his characteristics? With just a tool and food for the devil? Or will you come through this fire, like Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, and stand strong, and strive for freedom, justice, and equality, and practice your nature righteousness? It's takeover time. Ain't nothing else for us to do. I see one thing I liked about the EYL, Brother Rashad, them, they over in the motherland there, but they moving different. They looking where they can move in and invest and to help develop infrastructure, like all the other foreign entities are doing, like the Chinese, building out. In the mother, they ain't marrying a black woman over there, the so-called black woman, the Africans, so they get land rights. Now we have so much opportunity that's in front of us, but we ain't thinking right. We got knowledge that can be used in other places on the planet to help our people raise up. But you got to make sure the government is right. These corrupt governors got to go. The future belongs to us. It don't belong to the white folks. It belongs to us, and they know it. White supremacy is not going down without a fight, though. We're going to have to battle these devils. You understand? Elijah Muhammad say war is inevitable. There'll be blood flowing in the streets up to the horse's bridle. But it ain't going to just be our blood. White folks going to fight one another because they've been doing it for hundreds of years. But I'll be damned. It'll just be our blood. We warriors. We natural born warriors. But we just ain't natural born killers. You understand? You can just kill without compulsion because you feel like it. No, we take your ass out for a just cause. You understand? What I'm trying to tell you, brothers and sisters, we got to change our mindset now. We got to become more militant. We got to become highly dangerous. And we got to learn how to take care of business so business can take care of us now. You understand? We got to form an economic base. We shouldn't just want to be entertained, man. Y'all want somebody to entertain you. I'm not no damn entertainer. You can go get you one of them bisexual to entertain you that y'all be clamoring over. But I'm not an entertainer. I'm a teacher and a trainer. Straight soldier for Allah. Want that damn planet back now. There ain't nobody getting off the hook. I ain't seen where they put out a piece of even when Elijah Muhammad was in the hospital on his deathbed. They had one brother, he was the elder brother, was sitting on post. But nobody there for the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. With all them teachers, all the sacrifice, sitting in jail for 5 years, running for his life. His wife had to run the nation. Brother had to call for the relief. But the Honorable Humble Elijah Muhammad. Because Allah gonna test us all. I heard the minister speaking today. He said, yeah. He said, Allah know the good and the bad. That's why he put an obstacle in front of you to test you. Well, I knew what was going to happen with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Minister said, yeah, We failed. But the key is, can you get back up? I have fallen in life, but I got back up. You understand? Sold you in, sold you out. And they put these obstacles in front of you. We should want nothing but freedom. They need to let us go. Nothing in America that's been brought into America was invention-wise, technology-wise, is coming out of us. He ain't invented nothing. All of this, America wouldn't be nothing without you, black man, black woman, black child. There wouldn't be no culture. There wouldn't be no science, scientific advancement in America. If you all studied your history properly and looked at all the inventions that America is using that was made in the past that we're using right now. They didn't know how to even get to the damn moon. They put a movie out on that. Locomotives, the clock, everything. Why we moving like we moving, black people? Why did we refuse to help each other, black people? You'd rather down a brother or sister than reach back and help them. You'd rather lead a brother or sister in the wrong direction instead of the right direction. What done happened to us, I tell you? The great Satan has got a hold of us and got us leading a beast life. I ain't met a brother in a long time talk about power. That's all you heard when the black power take over time. Understand? They killed the movement, brought the drugs in, they brought them house niggas in, put them in position. They calmed the brothers down even with the Black Panther Party. They were the military operation. But then they started taking funding for the breakfast program. Then they had a split. Some brothers want to continue in the military manner. Some of those want to continue to get the funding because they seen a dog, a house, and a picket damn fence. And that's where they had the split. With Eldridge Cleveland, Huey Newton, and some of the other people. Understand? Be careful when you start taking money from the government. It ain't nothing but a trap. Shout out to the New Era Detroit brothers. Said this is 11-year anniversary. These brothers in the streets. Yeah, we need to have a summit how we can deal with our young people that's running savage. But these brothers, unity movement, need to be sitting at the head of the table. Come up with a strategy. How we can bring resources and get to our youngsters. Yeah, we're going to have them killers at the table too. The PopKeys tell it like it is because it's been on my mind. I ain't trying to soft shoe a damn thing. You don't want to hear it, get up off of here. But this is what's coming. Y'all think y'all going to pray for your freedom and get it? Hell no. Remember, they killed Jesus. Jesus submitted to the will of Allah, God. Jesus was a Muslim. That's all a Muslim is. But they killed the man. Did they kill King? Listen, I realized Muhammad today. He said when he met with King at his home, he said then Dr. King, where they were talking, they came in agreement with him. But he said he had the devil sitting outside. He used his words, mechanical device, and listen to everything that they had, that they were saying. And that's where they made up their mind that they had to kill King. They killed Malcolm, foolish man, a hypocrite, as far as I'm concerned. Went against the man that took you out the graveyard of ignorance. So you was pimping and robbing and stealing and burglarizing and had your white women and everything. And you turned against the messenger. Somebody had more than one wife because you want to become bigger than the teacher. And you set yourself up to be murdered because they know a lot of people liked you and loved Malcolm and would follow him. But they thought if they killed Malcolm, they would turn the black community against the nation. It didn't work. Whenever y'all criticize the nation today when it's been proven that the nation didn't have anything to do with the death of Malcolm, but if the messenger would have gave the words, he'd have been dead a long time ago. They probably wouldn't even know who did it. It wouldn't have been done that way in the open, because I know how the nation operates. Understand? The messenger don't touch a hair on his head, because the messenger was a wise man. He know what the setup was. You understand? You get a little light, you go crazy. Brother, get in the position of leadership. Get in charge of a mob, of a business or something. When people have to take instruction and follow your leadership, you lose your damn mind. You started getting attention. You started getting likes. You got women flocking around you. You got people's livelihoods you have control of. You lose your damn mind. You become narcissistic. I experienced all these things dealing with our people. But I stuck with it because I had to look at the bigger picture. It was bigger. But it's takeover time now. Don't we want to be free black people? Don't we want to have a future for our children and our grandbabies? Our children ain't going to stand a chance. Them children you got at home now, they trying to close the door on all of that. Yeah, they look cute going to school, going out the door, taking little pictures and sliding up down the slide. But what is their future? These ones that call themselves young ends, if someone would have thought like me where we could have established a future for them, they wouldn't be out there now. They trying to turn back the hand of the clock. You understand? Well, they can snatch us up and take us in the mountain. You never know what happened to your people. Put you in these damn camps. Put you on Alligator Island like they're doing now. This is the pretense for the setup. Black men in America, you got to come on with it. I know y'all want to be spiritual, but I ain't trying to hear all that spiritual talk. You understand? All of a sudden, y'all get up a certain damn age, all of a sudden you want to be spiritual. No, become a warrior, become a soldier. I don't want to hear that spiritual talk, man. I'm talking spiritual talk right now. This war talk. This doing for self. That's all the spiritual talk I want to hear now. Y'all getting soft, hey, you gonna die any damn way. Soldier in, soldier out. Got a good podcast coming up Wednesday. I got my young nephew coming in, did a life sentence, but how he went in as a nigga in so many words, but he ended up a guy in the jailhouse of America. They turned it around because a lot of prison stories that you hear how they so savage. I want y'all to hear how men can go into these institutions and they become gods and they set up a whole new system within a system. But black men start moving on an upright manner in prison. You understand what I'm saying? To come through and come out on a straight path. You need to hear these type of stories. You understand? No, we the best of the best. Y'all need to know who the hell you are. But we gonna have to get down. Everything I can't say. A lot of stuff I know. I know a lot of brothers that know certain things. But we can't put everything on the table. You understand? Brother put out a call for 200 men come to Jacksonville, Florida when they jumped on the system. Well, you got to be careful accepting these calls. Because the way they doing it now, the governor put out the call to see who responds. So they put you on their list. You understand? These ones we need to watch for. You understand what I'm saying? Black folks, it's takeover time. Now, I've been exposed to it all. I'm not bragging, it's not fact. I'm just telling you the way it is. A lot of them prepared us pretty good. We got some good men out here. You got some strong women out here. You understand? And you understand what unity is. What is unity? I think we need 1 million people just to come together, or 30 million people to come together. No, unity is what? Unity is being organized. That's unity. You understand what I'm saying? If we organize, that's unity. And unity is an attractive force. You understand? We can attract our people and bring them in, but we got to be organized. You understand? On every level. Food, clothes, shelter, security, technology, whatever that is, everybody got a skill to bring to the table that's organized. Develop a set of general order and a protocol. So develop our own communities on the way we want to function and live within that community and protect it. They ain't gonna be burning down no more Black Wall Streets. You understand what I'm saying? You look up your own damn house and be gone. Nobody cares nothing about ICE wearing no mask. There's a way to track their butt too. You understand? They got to go home. They got families. You understand what I'm saying? Oh yeah, there's a way to see what's up under that mess. But take organization. Shot this gold water tonight. Man, y'all get you some of this gold water. That'll keep me a shot. Keep me sharp, strong, black, and comely. I'm automatically dangerous, so I don't really need to keep me dangerous. But I like the gold water because even when I travel at night in my mind, when I sleep, y'all call them dreams. I go to good places. Understand what I'm saying? This gold water take you in your dreams. You go to some good places, man. Where I don't mind going, because sometimes when you travel at night, I tell them I don't even want to go there no more. I got this sea moss, sports moss. I take one of these each morning. Clean and take it every day. Understand what I'm saying? Keep you healthy. Keep that spirit and the soul right. Keep the energy level up. You're vibrating on the high level. Black man, black woman. Even though we're sitting in this podcast, I'm going to give you a formula. I ain't going to give it to you tonight. We can put some things together. You got 300 or 400 come on here every night, then it grows as people start coming in and start sharing. I want you all to start liking and sharing these podcasts. We can put something together. It don't take a lot. I'll come up with that. I'm still formulating it, but we got to. I ain't just on there talking to you, just be talking to you. That talking shit over with. I want to figure a way we can build and grow, put some things on the ground. And I've been helping these white folks write grants and all type of stuff. They ain't getting you a damn thing. Let's start doing for ourselves, bringing our skills that we have, whatever area that might be, because everybody is useful, bringing it to the table. You understand? I'm going to just read a little bit of what Elijah Muhammad say while we having some problems. Then I'm up out of here. They do have a ceasefire in Gaza for a minute. People get us a few resources. And I'm going to tell you how they played that. When they had the ceasefire, and I seen Hamas, courageous men, that they had immediately had to go through and start cleaning up. What we call them house niggas in America, but they were sellouts over there that the Israeli military have left the other militia groups that was gunning down their people that was coming to get supplies and stuff and bringing disorder. So they automatically come out and start putting them in check. They started knocking them too, because the Israeli military set them up to be disruptors in the community and stuff like that once they pulled out. And this is some of the things we're going to have to do in our community. Yeah, it's cold, but it's real. The warning got to go out. You youngsters that call yourselves young ends, going to have to get it together. Or it's going to have to be put down. Y'all can't continue to bring harm to our community. They say you should be willing to stop giving birth to children that you should stop giving birth to children they would have to feed. Who is responsible? Is it not the slave master and his children fault that you are not able to care for your family? Is it it is theirs, not yours? Why don't they divide the country with you? Give you a few of these United States and let you raise all the children you want so you can provide a proper living for them. This is probably got at home too because we had too many damn abortions. But no, he would rather you, but no, he would rather you were dead than to see you living free of his authority and power to enslave and murder you at will. This is what they're doing. But we don't want to be free. You are aware of this, but yet you are a fool. You do not understand that they are after your life and you are seeking death by following and agreeing with them to destroy you and your nation. This is what we got going on today, black folks. And our young people need to know this. The earth belongs to the black nation, and its people will rule it in the near future. Allah Akbar. Let me set that back again. The earth belongs to the black nation, and its people will rule it in the near future. God never gave the white any of the earth. He only gave them time to live on it, times to make fool of you and me. However, that time was limited. And I now can say in truth that time is up. Like, man, Allah Akbar. I will defend the interest and life of my people, even at the destruction of my own life, so says the most honorable Muhammad, Elijah Muhammad. That's the type of leadership we need. Not that milquetoast leadership and the lives of those who follow me, so says the most honorable Muhammad, Elijah Muhammad. For that is why I have been raised among you. It is a disgrace upon us, black people of America, to permit ourselves and our future generation to be cut off and destroyed by the ignorant. Let me run that right back. This is what we're dealing with right now. But that is why I have been raised among you. It is a disgrace upon us, black people of America, to permit ourselves and our future generation to be cut off and destroyed by ignorant, foolish, pleasure-seeking girls and women of our own who do not know what they are doing when they swallow the birth control pill. Listen. Because of the device of those who hate you, I hope that you destroy yourself, the clergy, the priests and the elders is united to help to deceive you. Jehovah thought of Pharaoh's wicked plan to prosper through destroying the future of Israel. Pharaoh was afraid of Israel's population. They're afraid of you, black man, but you so damn fearful, don't have the courage to overcome your fear. Who was populating Egypt faster than the Egyptians. That's why they hear the white boys talking about now that replacement theory. However, he did not want the Israelites to leave Israel. He decided to kill off the male children. Listen, which would have stopped Israel from increasing her nation. The birth control law employed by the white race was used by his father, Yaqub. It is no new thing today. He does not teach you this, nor does he teach you the science of modern warfare or chemistry. I don't know nobody taking chemistry. I think we had a cousin, though. He studied chemistry, doing well. Of course, we do not care to learn any more about the purpose of God to erase war for the human family. He now plans to destroy those who delight in making war against humanity. Who said the white man has to carry us forever? Who gave him the right to cut your birth rate so that he could take care of a small number of us? Who is willing to swallow the pill? The Negro has been a group of people held in the hand of the white man for 400 years, and yet today he is like a lazy horse, a dog who does not want to leave his master because of fear. Oh, yes. And they're taking all kinds of abuse in order to get a little food or whatever the master has to give. It is a shame. It's not because of lack of education, because he holds the offer of Allah God in mockery. This is us, black folks. This is us. I'm calling it like I said, because it needs to be said the way it needs to be said. I'm not trying to sugarcoat nothing. I'm not trying to keep you on my podcast. I'm not trying to be popular, because I'm with Allah. The great Mahdi, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, his last and greatest messenger, the most honorable Muhammad Elijah Muhammad. That's the only one I need to have favor with. That's why I can sit before you tonight at 73. Ain't got no heart problems. Ain't got no cancer. Ain't got no lung problems. Ain't diabetic. I ain't senile. I ain't cowardly. You understand? I ain't bending over. Understand? I'm talking the same way I was when I was 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19, when the devil locked me up for 2 counts of aggravated battery on the police. Still going strong on the takeover mode. You understand? I got Basheer all over the planet now. The Muhammad's all over now. It's too late now. You dig? That mind, that spirit, and that soul is on the planet Earth now. We on the takeover time, black folks. So I want to come a little strong, because, you know, ain't nobody putting out that strong energy. They talking soft. You understand? Talking soft. Even the little brother they just picked up in Atlanta, Derrick Rose. You understand? They put all over the news, escape from the jailhouse down in New Orleans. Don't you know they tried this brother 4 times? This brother had 4 jury trials on the murder that he didn't even commit. Hell, I'd have broke out too. You understand? Then on the last trial, they had the DA Turner brother to say that he committed the murders. But y'all eat up all of this bullshit news. You understand? Just suck it in. Y'all making podcasts, don't even have the right information. 4 jury trials. Think about that. This man tried 4 times on the murder that he didn't even commit. You understand what I'm saying? And he locked up now. They caught the brother. They say he got tired of running. I don't know if I'd have got tired, but damn self. Catch me if you can. I've been like the movie. Catch me if you can. You understand what I'm saying? You understand? Because that's a lot of pressure. But 4 times? You took this man to trial for 4 times. It took 4 trials, and the DA turned the snitched on the brother. Now y'all got him locked up. Come on, man. Y'all believe in the criminal justice system when to justify your moral and values and principles. We ain't got no damn justice system. How the hell a man sitting in the White House with 34 felonies? Yeah, they locked me up on 2 counts. You understand? 34 ain't did a day in jail. Brother got hung from a tree at Delta State. Ain't nobody been arrested. What the hell is you talking about? Asada Shakur was locked up and gave an all-white jury and convicted the sister. Angela Davis was convicted and she beat the damn case. They locked her up. I go on and on and on. We ain't got no justice system for us. There's 2 systems, one for us and one for them. It's takeover time. The hell y'all trying to assimilate into this BS? Takeover time. I'm going to tone it down now. I think I done said enough. But y'all could send that blessing to PopKeys, because I'm on the warpath. Straight up. It's wartime. And I don't plan on being no victim. I don't plan on my family being no victim. If you kill anybody in my family, I'm killing somebody. You better get me first. I'm just telling you like it is. kill who I think it was. I'm just telling you like it is. We got to be dangerous now, black folks. We got to talk that talk. Not only that, walk that walk. You understand? It's our time now. It's nation time. Support the products. But we can do more. We can move on down the road toward freedom, justice, and equality. The scared Negroes, y'all need to turn your back on them. These fake politicians, you ought to quit listening to them. All this fake generic news, you got to learn how to read between the lines. You got to be properly educated so you know you can separate truth from falsehood. You cannot fool a Muslim nowadays at all. Teach your children the way this world is. You got to talk to them. They need to be striving for freedom now. Because they ain't happy-go-lucky when you're young. You get older, you find a step into a world you wasn't even prepared for. No. The people preparing around the world now, preparing their children for their freedom now. You understand what I'm saying? They ain't about the Chuck E. Cheese, wherever the hell y'all be taking them these days. All that is over with. All right for them having a good time here and there, but you got to let them know what type of world they getting ready to be happy to face. Hunger is coming. You understand? The farmers in America is the backbone of the country. They're going bankrupt now. Y'all voted for Trump. You Latinos, you so-called Hispanics, y'all voted for Trump. You understand? And the way, and then you had the other house niggas got mad at black men because we wasn't supporting Kamala Harris. I knew her from the Bay Area. Been knowing her for a long time. She was out there dating Willie Brown. I used to see her coming from City Hall in Oakland, going out and catching the bar and stuff like that. Ain't no way I'm going to support Kamala Harris sitting up there with a white Jew. You understand what I'm saying? The hell I'm going to get out? We ain't got nothing out to deal with it with that type of mindset. Give a damn she was a woman calling herself black. They ain't got a damn thing to do with me because she ain't said nothing that was going to benefit the black man in America at all. Ain't nobody ever spoke on the black man in America. Well, Weston gets a benefit. Basheer talking about they go low, you go high hell. What Obama do? All he did was show them big ass teeth. That was it. We ain't getting nothing out the deal. Kill Gaddafi. The hell with these house niggas of America. The rest of the black continent, they taking y'all seats. White boy moving smooth. But hell, what we need to fight for you for? You ain't did a damn thing. APAC on y'all, on Congress and the Senate. They done bought all of y'all out. So as I say, Muhammad. I say Muhammad's got the devil on the run. That's right. Run, devil, run. Up, 2, 3, 4, the devil got to go. Chop another head off in the bucket. Y'all take this message, man, to heart, brothers and sisters. I'm telling you like it is. Ain't nobody going to tell you like this. They're going to sugarcoat it. And then they talk that black talk, and most of them, a lot of these so-called influencers podcasts are really in bed with the devil. I can see right through them. Assalamu alaikum.